What's up, guys? It's your boy Barca Boy 103. Today we're gonna be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past few days. We do have a lot of updates for Barcelona's summer transfer window activity. Firstly, on the return, of course, of Lionel Messi, we've gotten a lot of encouraging news over the past few days. I'll give you guys all the details. We do have the contract of Messi leaked as well, that what Barcelona could offer him, the salary and the year length on the contract as well. But of course, we're still missing a few details for Messi's return to be a reality. But we have almost signed a free agent, and that is of course Ilkay Gundogan. Only a few details left for his signing to materialize, and of course then Barcelona should focus to the right back position, where some people in the club still think they should trust Jules Kounde for another year and not sign our right back, but Xavi is pushing. A lot of new options on the table. We have the option of Recce, Juan Foyth, Mazraoui, and of course Juan Cancelo. We also have some updates on the striker position as well. We're talking about Thuram, Aubameyang, and Roberto Firmino. But of course, the main topic is that Barcelona need to generate a minimum of 100 million euros from player sales. We have an update on Raphinha, Ferran, Ansu Fati, Franck Kessie, Garcia, Dembele, Andres Christesen, and Marcus Alonso. We have a contract renewal update on Busquets and Lamine Yamal. New images have come out for our home kit for next season. More updates on Barcelona earning revenue by selling Barcelona studios, and also of course friendlies happening in the next month or so. And we do have some injury updates around Andres Christesen, Dembele, and also Raphinha as well. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. Be very much appreciated. And also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Now, before we get into the video, this video is sponsored by Number One Foot. Number One Foot is one of the best jersey football replica websites on the market. They have a variety of items at fantastic prices. I have here some with me. Firstly is the home kit for this season. Excellent quality. The badge is nice and smooth. Spotify logo is printed on to perfection, and I also even have a jacket as well. This is one of the training jackets that the players wear. There's a logo there on the right hand side, zipper and everything. They have some badges here, the Nike logo as well. The quality is absolutely, feels real, and also the prices are unbeatable. And if you use the discount code BOY at checkout, you do get an additional 15% off your orders. That's BOY. Use that checkout, you get 15% off your order, and all orders above $80 as well will get free shipping. So what are you waiting for? Top link down in the description down below and get your new football kits today. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past few days. Now, first we have an update on Barcelona's midfield reinforcement for the upcoming summer. The main one being, of course, the recruitment of Ilkay Gundogan is on the verge of completion. Juan from Renewal has come out saying that there is a lot of optimism with Ilkay Gundogan's arrival. He wants assurance that he will be registered before signing. He is really attracted by the change of life, but is not unhappy now, which is why he wants guarantees. Now, of course, there was always signed Inigo Martinez, so he agreed to that loan clause. If we can't register him, he'll go out on loan for a year with Barcelona paying the same salary. Gundogan did not agree to that. He has agreed to defer part of his salary in the first year to the second year, but again, few more details still to be remained. But I still do believe that Ilkay Gundogan will be joining Barcelona. The agreement at this point is very advanced. Again, Gundogan doesn't really want the change per se, but he's open to it. He's attracted by it, going to Barcelona, his family, and all that sort of stuff. But he's also still very happy at Man City. So you know what? If he goes to Barcelona, great. If not, he'll be content with staying on the blue side of Manchester. But no doubt in my mind that Ilkay Gundogan, at some point, hopefully in the next few weeks, will sign his Barcelona pre-contract and then join the club in June, of course, for the pre-season, and then of course the following season after that. I think Gundogan will be a great reinforcement for Barcelona. He can play multiple positions in that midfield. We'll reinforce Xavi's four-man midfield as well. He gives a lot of option, and more importantly, quality player with a lot of experience. But there's another player on Man City who Barcelona and the midfield actually as well that Barcelona are very interested in, but his signing is very unlikely, and that's the signing, of course, of Bernardo Silva. Now, the Bernardo Silva expert, Gerard Ramiro, has come out saying that Bernardo Silva and his wife are still crazy for Barcelona. If significant exits occur, perhaps there could be an attempt to sign him. So if somehow Barcelona get crazy offers for players they want to get rid of and end up selling everyone, Bernardo Silva could be an option. But besides from that, his arrival is pretty much null and void. The opportunity to get Bernardo Silva was last summer. Everyone and their moms know that. Now that time has passed, it's time to move on. In my opinion, I cannot see Bernardo Silva putting a Blaugrana shirt on in the rest of his career, to be honest. Unless he becomes a free agent, then I really can't see it happening. Now, there's also another midfielder who is to be ruled out for Barcelona for the upcoming summer, and that is Martin Zubimendi. Gerard has come out saying that Martin Zubimendi will not join Barcelona in the upcoming summer transfer window. In the future, you never know. So again, the €6 million release clause that Real Sociedad are asking for is too much for Barcelona, even though he's the ideal replacement, the ideal reinforcement in the pivot position. It cannot be executed. Now, along with signing a new midfielder, the priority for Barcelona this summer will be to reinforce the right back position, and we have been linked with multiple right backs over the past few days as Barcelona intensify their search to find the right back and also at the ideal price. Now, you can see here on the screen Reece James. Of course, he's signed a new long-term deal with Chelsea, I think, a few months ago. He's probably valued at around 50-60 million, but Chelsea probably asked for around 100 million for him. But Gerard has come out saying that keep your eyes on Reece James. There are people at Barcelona who insist emotions with Reece James. So essentially he's saying dramatically that a lot of people in the Barcelona board do like Reece James. But of course, that signing at the current moment with the current state financially is literally impossible. Gerard came out saying that signing of Reece James is not possible, and also Fabrizio Romano came out saying there's nothing between Barcelona and Chelsea for Reece James. Barcelona will not sign him in the summer, and he's untouchable for the English club. Makes sense. I knew it was too good to be true. I think Reece James is a fantastic right back. He's probably one of the only few English players that I would consider signing. Again, I have this thing where I think English players outside the Premier League are a bit, suspect, but nonetheless, I would have taken Reece James. I think Barcelona are in desperate need for a right back, and when you're desperate times, there sometimes could be some desperate options. And now a new name has come up that we haven't heard since the summer when he signed afterwards, of course, with Barcelona, he signed for Bayern Munich, and that is Noussair Mazraoui, who of course at the moment in Bayern Munich is getting little to no game time. Benjamin Pavard, Alphonso Davies, the Croatian right back as well, Juan Cancelo, they all play ahead of him. He's like 4th or 5th choice, and he came out verbally speaking in the media, I think a couple of days ago, saying that he's very, very unhappy with his game time, that he will consider options in the summer if his game time does not increase. Now, Roger Tenor from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that from Barcelona and from Noussair Mazraoui's environment, they neither confirm nor deny that Barcelona are interested in going for the Moroccan fullback. So either confirm or deny, it essentially means that the door is open. I think this could be a great move for Barcelona in terms of a loan. Maybe him, and if maybe he could be an option in that sense. Of course, hopefully we can try and get Juan Cancelo on loan. I'd rather sign Cancelo on loan than Mazraoui, but Mazraoui is better than nothing. Can play both right back and left back, but of course maybe use at right back. We're looking at the last summer when he was a free agent from Ajax. We were intensifying talks with him, but in the end, he picked Bayern Munich essentially for the money. I mean, the fact that Bayern Munich had 2 right backs and we had no right back, and he chose Bayern over Barcelona, tells you the story. I think Barcelona offered him like 6 million per year, which is like what, 80,000, 90,000 per week, and then Bayern Munich offered him like 12, I think, something like that. So he went for that. You never know. I think he could be an option in the summer for sure. If he asked for the departure, maybe a loan move would be great. But again, keep your eyes on the option of Mazraoui this summer. But of course, Xavi's #1 choice in the right back position is of course Juan Foyth, and Gerard came out saying that Xavi is a big admirer of Juan Foyth. In the next few weeks, Barcelona may present an offer to Villarreal, although they know that the demands of the Yellow Club are almost unreachable. Xavi wants Foyth, and if it isn't possible, he's happy with what he has. What the actual fuck? Happy with what he has? Are you having a laugh? You want to go with Jules Kounde at right back for another season again? Sergio Roberto at right back again? Shoot me now. Just tell me now so I can kill myself. We are not going to make progression in Europe or at the top level if you're going to play Kounde at right back when you promised him last summer that you're going to be forming a world-class partnership for the future and present for the next 10 years with Ronald Araujo. So tell me you lied to him. And also, he's not not a great right back. I mean, he can do a job. I understand he started for France in the final of the World Cup at right back, but he's not what we need. Neither is Foyth, in my opinion, to be honest, but at least somewhat he's a bit more natural in that position than Jules Kounde, and that also will force Kounde to come in for my center-back partnership with Ronald as well. I mean, and the worst part is that also Alfredo Martinez came out saying that Barcelona will not sign a right back as a priority this summer. With the arrival of Inigo Martinez, the club sees defensive covered with Jules Kounde playing on the right-hand side. Now, there was also a report like a week ago, I forget who it was, probably like Ferran Torres from Sport, Fernando Polo, someone said like the club don't see Araujo and Kounde. This is probably after we lost 4-0 to Madrid. The club don't see Kounde or Araujo as a center back. Araujo can put a shift in there. Vinicius battle, that's fine. Kounde can do a job there, but they want to find natural right back. I think signing a right back this summer is pivotal. Whether it's Cancelo on loan, I'll take that. Mazraoui on loan, I will take that. Foyth, I'll take that. Reece James, of course, I'll take that as well. But we need to sign a right back. I don't think we've had a natural right back since we sold Semedo. Yes, we had Des, he flopped, Bellerin flopped. We need to sign a right back. A good right back. A quality right back. If the answer is Juan Foyth, then so be it. So we'll wait and see. Again, the rumors about the right back spots are really coming up and down like a roller coaster. At one point, we're gonna sign a right back. Araujo and Kounde not good enough, and they're only there just backup options. Kounde, yeah, he actually a low key great, and if Xavi does not get Foyth, they doesn't want anyone else. Hopefully, we go for someone, and I'm hoping that even bringing in someone on loan will suffice, because you need to have 2 players per position, and I really don't want Roberto to be classified as a right back, because if he is, then we are screwed beyond belief. So wait and see what happens in the right back position. Again, the rumors are fluctuating, whether we sign a right back or not. But know that Xavi wants a right back. He wants Juan Foyth. The question now is, can Barcelona execute a signing in that position? Now, another position on the agenda for Barcelona to reinforce this summer is, of course, to sign a new striker to provide competition and, of course, coverage for Robert Lewandowski. We have been linked with a few options. Firstly is Marcus Thuram. This is coming from Gabriel Sanz and Mundo Deportivo. He's come out saying that Marcus Thuram has been offered to Barcelona, but the technical team of the club is not in agreement about Marcus Thuram's name, and he's come out saying that Marcus Thuram has been offered to Barcelona, but the technical team of the club is not in agreement about Marcus Thuram's name. Barcelona is exploring several candidates, but they aren't fully ruling out Thuram quite yet. So Marcus Thuram has offered himself to Barcelona, but the club are not that confident with him. They have his name on the list still, but he's not, you could say, top 3 per se. His name is being heavily rumored to Bayern Munich as well, who are looking for a striker, where they want Thuram to have, that competition with Choupo-Moting, or they want to get rid of Choupo-Moting, bring in Marcus Thuram and someone else. Remains to be seen. I think his name is on the table, definitely in the top 5, but probably not in the top 3. But a name that is in the top 3 is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, Juan Martí came out saying that Cesar Azpilicueta and N'Golo Kante are no longer options for Barcelona. Thank God for that. Aubameyang is not a priority either, but he's not 100% ruled out. Fabrizio Romano has come out saying that Aubameyang is on the top of Barcelona's list to reinforce the striker position alongside Victor Roca. So again, Aubameyang's name still is on the table, depending, of course, whether or not he'll be free. Again, Chelsea are still trying to look for compensation for Aubameyang, but I think most likely what will happen is that Chelsea will terminate his contract this summer, leading to him to be a free agent. Again, like I said in the last video, I'll say it again, if Aubameyang is not free, I wouldn't take him. If we had to pay any sort of fee whatsoever, a penny, a euro, a pence, a quid, doesn't matter, I wouldn't pay it whatsoever for Alba. But I think he is a good option to reinforce if he is a free agent, so keep your eyes on his name. Now, we have been linked with another striker who is also a free agent, and apparently this striker is a done deal to Barcelona, full agreement. He's going to join the club in the summer, and it is Roberto Firmino. Now, he's not going to join, obviously. It was the Daily Mail that came out in the UK saying that Firmino to Barcelona, done deal, full agreement, salary agreed, he's going to join in the summer. When I first saw it, I'm thinking, we don't learn from our mistakes. Another false 9, another second striker. This will not work out. Depay, flop. Griezmann, flop. We've been there, done that. Like, For me, it makes no sense. But of course, the rumors weren't true. João Romero came out saying that there is no close agreement between Barcelona and Firmino. He has been considered as an option, but his economic demands are not feasible for Barcelona right now. There are other more feasible options ahead of him. Fabrizio Romano came out saying that nothing agreed or signed between Barcelona and Firmino. His name was discussed internally, though nothing is advanced. So on that top 5 list, you can probably wind it down now. Firmino, Aubameyang, Thuram, Victor Roca, maybe someone else that we haven't heard about quite yet. So the list is more slowly but surely becoming visible. Personally, I would take Victor Roca, Aubameyang, and Marcus Thuram over Firmino, simply on the fact that, again, he does not fit the profile that we need. We've been linked with so many players like him, Dybala, Coutinho was just like him as well, the Depay reason, and they all flopped. Obviously, Dybala didn't flop because he didn't sign him. But nonetheless, his profile is not what we need. I've seen it happen, and I backed it, and then it just doesn't work out. I wouldn't go for Firmino personally, but he's the only option, then might as well. But again, he's asking for a lot of money. He will be a free agent. Apparently, Inter Milan very, very interested. Of course, they are, because they go for every single free agent in the world. But I think he's quite out of Barcelona's price range at the moment. So we'll wait and see what Barcelona will do in this position. Again, it's very clear they are looking for a striker this summer, with, I would say, Victor Roca and Aubameyang being the top names on their list. But the player who is, of course, the #1 target for Barcelona this summer in any way, shape, or form is, of course, the greatest human being to ever touch a football, Lionel Andres Messi. We do have some huge updates about his potential and also very close return. Firstly, coming in, Fernando Polo from Deportivo. He's come out saying that Barcelona believes that Leo Messi can increase the club's income by 25%. Some even believe that he could reach up to 33%. Before the pandemic, Messi generated around 250 to 300 million euros per season through merchandising, shirt sales, tickets, sponsorships, impact on social media, and also tourism. Some say that if two massive brands, Messi and Barcelona, combine, it would generate as much and even more money than Air Jordan brand, as football is more global than basketball. That's a very good point. And also, with us going to the Mojica Stadium next year, the Olympic Stadium in Barcelona, the travel is quite long for the locals, so they gotta have some instinctive to make that trip. And Messi, seeing Messi week in, week out could definitely have that impact. Barcelona want to sign Leo Messi for not only 1 season for our last dance, but for 2 until 2025. In this way, he would also participate in celebrating the 125th anniversary of the club in November of 2024. Robert Lewandowski believes that he will form a great partnership with Leo Messi and also dreams of being assisted by him. He would be delighted with Leo Messi's return. So again, the 1-year contract offer with the 1-year option was being rumored right now for Messi. I think that makes perfect sense. One season away at the Mojica Stadium, the next season at the new Espai Barça, new Barcelona Stadium, and hopefully he can stay until 2026. That way, when we have the brand new reopening, he can be on the pitch as well. Now, Juan Martí has come out saying that Barcelona are officially planning for next season with Messi in the squad. Keep in mind that Juan Martí, by the way, one of the more negative journalists, in the sense that he will not say anything until he's 100% knows for a fact that's the case. He'll always say that, let's say for example, looking for Firmino, he'll always be like, no, wait and see with Firmino, I don't really see it. And he always brings out, damning news and disappointing news. So him saying this for me is absolutely huge. They're waiting for the green light from La Liga for the feasible plan to register him. If the green light arrives, Messi's return will be 1 step away from happening. Messi would earn around 25 million euros per year, taking a salary reduction, which will be compensated through the distribution of his image rights. Barcelona will offer Messi a 1-year deal with a 1-year option, with the player having the option to terminate his contract at the end of the first year. So that, Xavi and Iniesta clause. So at the end of the first season, he stays, we can say, hey, look, you want to keep going? We'll keep going. If not, you can leave. That'll cut up to Messi's choice. He wants to go back to Argentina, go to MLS, whatever the case may be. The most important step now is to make an offer of which Barcelona are awaiting the green light from La Liga. There is confidence that La Liga will give the green light to Barcelona's feasible plan to bring back Messi. So what do we need now? Green light from La Liga, offer Messi the contract, he signs. 2 steps away, because Messi wants to move, Barcelona wants to move, La Liga wants to move. It's all now about the green light and coming to an agreement. Now, Sport have come out saying that Barcelona could register Lionel Messi with a net salary of 13 million euros per year. So, of course, the 25 million euro here from Juan Martí is gross, which, of course, before tax. After tax, it will be, of course, sliced in half. The contract will be for 2 years until 2025, with the option for him to leave in the summer of 2024. Again, more confirmation. And Sport also came out saying there is a 95% possibility that Lionel Messi will play for Barcelona next season. And before April the 30th, Barcelona must submit their final budget and plan to La Liga. After that, the league determines the salary cap for each team. Barcelona will know how much room they will have and what type of offer they can make to Messi. So we know that Messi wants to have a team before the end of the season. So the end of the season is June the 4th. So by June the 4th, Messi wants to have a team. If not, he will not join Barcelona. By Barcelona have to show their what they want to offer Messi and their budget and all that sort of stuff to La Liga by April 30th, which gives Barcelona about a month and a half to get the agreement with Leo Messi. Now, Sport have also come out saying that Xavi is the one who fought the most for Messi's return right from the moment of his arrival at Barcelona. He never accepted Leo's departure, and they were always in contact. The coach then urged Laporta to rebuild the relationship. Xavi has held various talks in the dressing room to explain the situation and also how he would fit Messi in the team. Ter Stegen, Dembele, Lewandowski, everyone will be delighted with Messi's return. Xavi plans to use Messi in the midfield 4. We'll wait and see on that. Sportingly, everything is planned, and the entire dressing room is aware of the fact that Messi's return has serious possibilities. Xavi urged Laporta to rebuild the relationship with Messi by saying, "We are all adults, and if we have to sit down and talk, we will." Xavi also said to Messi in one of their conversations, "You only have one thing left to do in football: leave the club of your life well." I mean, if Xavi said that, bloody hell, way to keep it blunt. Now, of course, the main man, João Miro, has been non-stop speaking about Messi over the past few days. Of course, his updates are very, very crucial, as he was the one who broke the news, and again, he is the number one source around Barcelona. He came out saying the case of Leo Messi is more alive than ever. Barcelona and La Liga are discussing the viability of Messi's return every day. Barcelona had proposed 2 departures with salary reductions of some other players, with of course Messi being registered. So the club are saying to La Liga, we're going to sell 2 players, reduce some salaries of some other players to bring Messi. The 2 departures, I have no idea. Ferran, Ansu, Kessie, Eric Garcia, Raphinha, Bish Bash Bosh, could be anyone. We'll talk about that later on. And there is a possibility of 80% that Leo Messi returns to Barcelona, and Barcelona are also working on 3 other signings besides from Messi. So you're thinking Ilkay Gundogan, who are the other 2? Literally could be anyone. The viability plan Barcelona are designed to register Leo Messi's contract is heading towards seeing the green light from La Liga. So again, more positive sides about La Liga approving the plan that Barcelona had to bring back Messi. Before the end of the season, Messi wants to know where his future will be. Messi asked Barcelona to do everything for his transfer to be done before the end of the season. If he does not, then he will renew with Paris Saint Germain, which means that Messi will be staying in Europe. He will not be going to Argentina, MLS, Saudi Arabia. He will be staying in Europe. The question now is what team? Paris Saint Germain or Barcelona. Again, Man City is ruled out. Bayern Munich ruled out. He will not go to any other country barring the current country that he's in, France, or of course back home to Barcelona. Now, on Saturday evening, the day before the Atletico Madrid game, he went live again, said that Messi arrived with his family and all of his assistants, including Pepe Costa. This is not a regular visit, and that Messi has returned to Barcelona. Whether he's there for vibes or he's moving back, I have no idea. He said that Messi and his family arrived through a secret door at the airport, and he was trying to avoid the media. They were carrying around 15 suitcases, and Messi was seen wearing a hat. We must stay vigilant in the coming days because certain important things might happen. So as you're watching this video, Leo Messi is in Barcelona. Last night when we played Atletico Madrid, he was in Barcelona. Did he hear everyone's names chanting? Did he hear everyone's chanting his name in the 10th minute from his house? Probably. That for me is huge. The fact that not only is he in Barcelona right now while still being in camp with PSG, the fact that he's brought 15 suitcases. Again, João Miro is saying this is not a regular visit. He'd come maybe with a bag or 2 and his family, his wife and his kids, that's it. But not only his family came, but his assistants and of course Pepe Costa, one of his right-hand men, 15 suitcases. We'll wait and see. Again, I've told you guys all these news, all this report, but we're still missing the two details. Green light from La Liga, and Messi, of course, accepting Barcelona's contract proposal. Until then, I'm not really bothered by the new updates. But of course, we'll wait and see with Leo Messi. And again, Barcelona and Messi are both edging closer and closer to a reunion. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past few days. And of course, with, us needing departures and salary reduction, there have been quite a few links. Now, Mundo Deportivo have come out saying that Barcelona's aim is to make an income of 100 million euros through player sales in the summer. How we're going to do that, I have absolutely no idea. I think the club, that first report from Mundo Deportivo tells me that Ansu is finished. I mean, you cannot, if you want to generate 100 million euros, no matter what, that includes Ansu. Whether you sell him for 50, 40, 60, 70, 80, maybe 100, it includes Ansu. Because ain't no way you're selling anyone else for more than 20, 30 million euros. Now, having got from AS came out saying that on the list of possible exits, Eric Garcia is highly valued by the coaching staff. Meanwhile, Raphinha and Ferran Torres' exits are extremely complicated due to high amortization, which does mean, of course, that Barcelona have to receive a certain fee for the players to sell them. For Ferran, it's about 40. I think for Raphinha, it's about 50. So I have no idea. Now, Gabriel Sanz from Deportivo came out saying that Newcastle United are very interested in Raphinha. The coaching staff trusts his qualities a lot. He's not a priority sale for Barcelona, but the club knows that he has a good market, especially in England. So again, the club don't want to really sell Raphinha per se, but again, good offer comes in, it will be analyzed. Now, I go back to this main list of players, of course. You got the top 5 here per se, but there are other options, so to speak. I think everyone has a price barring, Balde, Araujo, Gavi, Pedri, De Jong, Ter Stegen, Kounde, just those key players that you see for the future. I think everyone else has options to leave. One of them is, let's be honest, Ousmane Dembele, but of course Xavi is blocking that move. Gerard Romero came out saying that Xavi sees Dembele as a untouchable player. There are 3 or 4 options also ahead of Christensen when it comes to departure. So again, even Andreas Christensen is not ruled out to be sold this summer. If the club need money and a good offer comes in, they will definitely study it, possibly even take it. Now, the fact that there are 3 or 4 options ahead of Christensen, again, that's Ferran, Ansu, Franck, Eric, basically that top 5 list essentially. So you come back to this list here of Ferran, Ansu, Raphinha, Eric, and Franck. If these 5 players are not the ones who are sold first, then you go down to the big ones. I'll have the jaws dropping, maybe a Christensen, maybe, God forbid, a Frankie de Jong. That's where you're reaching to after these numbers. I think what's gonna happen, again, I'm gonna be so firm on this, I think someone will leave on loan, whether it's Ferran, Raphinha, Ansu. I think a loan move for someone is definitely there. Again, due to amortization, you can't take their their transfer fee off the income budget statement bills, because then you get the loss on the books. That will also force La Liga to lower the FFP, financial fair play margin. So again, it's a very, very tight spot for Barcelona, and of course there could be some other ways Barcelona earn some money as well, which we'll talk about later on. But there are other players who could leave as well to make room in the squad and take their wages off the wage bill, but won't bring too much income. One of those names could be, of course, Marcos Alonso. Now, Gabriel Sanz from Deportivo came out saying that Marcos Alonso is not considering his departure from Barcelona, despite the reports from Inter Milan, the rumors, of course, although he knows that the club could ask him to leave for financial reasons and FFP, then he would be open to speaking about an exit. Oh, hallelujah. So Alonso, he's like, this is his mindset. I'm Barcelona. I'm 3rd choice left back, 5th choice center back. I'm Gucci. Barcelona come in. Alonso should leave. Oh, okay. So he's good with either. Of course, barring the offer is, decent. This could be huge because you know what? We get rid of Alonso, you get rid of his 80,000 a week, 70,000 a week wages. Make some room in the squad. You can bring in Inigo Martinez. You can then keep Jordi Alba and Balde, have them two competing at left back. You then also can keep Eric Garcia, who probably doesn't have much of a market, but can provide a good squad role. He can be a good squad player for training and for some of the smaller games, like, your Cadiz, Almeria, Getafe at home, them kind of stuff. So that could be an option as well. So we'll wait and see what's going to happen with these exits. Again, we've heard from Gerardo Romero that we need to sell at least 2 players to bring it back Messi. All we keep hearing is sale. Players need to exit the club this summer. And again, the big question, there's 2 things: who and how much. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at Barcelona. Firstly, on the captain of the club, of course, Sergio Busquets. Now, Raja Talor from Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona don't want to pressurize Sergio Busquets about his future, but they do hope to know his answer by next week or by the beginning of May, as the club wants to advance their plans for next season. So the club want an answer from Busquets, but they don't want to say, Busquets, give us an answer. Busquets, hey Busquets. They don't want to annoy him per se, because the offer is kind of, not disrespectful, but lower than his other offers are. So the reality is that Busquets still has not answered Barcelona's contract renewal offer. They offered him 3 weeks ago, 1-year renewal, 1-year option, 7 million euros per year, which is around about 100,000 euros per week, the same wage as Dembele and Raphinha, although right now he's currently earning around 300,000, so a 200,000 euro reduction almost. Still waiting on that. Again, a lot of rumors about him being linked with the return of Messi. But then Gerardo Romero came out saying that Sergio Busquets is going to renew his contract, whether you like it or not. So essentially, Busquets is going to stay. I think he has been convinced by Xavi. Xavi has been pushing his first renewal for months and months now, and also the prospect of one of his best friends coming back to Barcelona as well is no mean feat. So again, Busquets' renewal, very close. I think he will end up accepting that offer from Barcelona. I think we could see that when we have that 12-day break. I think we play Osasuna, then we don't, or we play Betis, then we don't play Osasuna for like another 12 days because we have the Copa del Rey final weekend break. So I think during that time is when Busquets will officially accept that contract renewal. That's just my prediction, my opinion. But every single report and every single road leads to Busquets renewing his contract. The final contract renewal update is on the contract renewal of the young gem in La Masia, Lamine Yamal, who of course past weekend was part of the squad list at the age of 15 for Barcelona's match in La Liga against Atletico Madrid. How mad is that? Now, Fernando Polo from Deportivo came out saying that there is optimism at Barcelona with the continuation of the future of Lamine Yamal. That talks with his agent Jorge Mendes, who wants him to stay, are on the right track, and also Yamal understands that Barcelona trusts him a lot. They said that even if an agreement is already closed, they cannot announce it because Yamal, for legal purposes, tells the contract with his former agent, Ivan de la Peña. Jorge Mendes recently became his agent by paying a big sum of money to his family. Now, Alberto Roque from Renewal also came out saying that the early call for Lamine Yamal, age 15 of course, is due to Xavi Hernandez's admiration for him. The past week in training, apparently no one could stop him. The coach already sees him ready to debut and contribute to the first team. I think there is a very good chance we will see Lamine Yamal debut for the first team before the end of the season. Whether it's in a home game, away game, I think it will happen. I will be there for the last 2 home games, so hopefully against Sociedad and Mallorca, he can pull off a debut on that. That would be sick to see with the naked eye, of course. So we'll wait and see with Lamine Yamal. Again, everyone's calm about it. There is going to be an agreement for his first professional contract to be out of Barcelona. All we're waiting now is just to put pen and paper on the deal, review the contracts, and everything should be rosy. Let's now discuss some of the news surrounding Barcelona over the past few days. First, we do have new images coming out of Barcelona's home kit for next season. More images from different angles, and also a new look at Barcelona's home badge. As you can see on the right hand side there, the badge will be having a little bit of a diamond in the middle of it to pay homage to the Barcelona Feminine side, who are, revolutionizing women's football. Of course, one of the pillar stones for Barcelona's success recently. Now, on the look of the main kit, I think again it looks great. I think the only thing that makes this perfect would to have the font in like a dark goldish color. I think having it white is a bit basic and also makes it pop out more. But I think apart from that, I think the style looks good, and I'm not drooling over it, but I'm not disappointed by it. I think it's a very good kit, and of course, I'm going to be buying it. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And again, we do have more images of the home kit for next season, also the new look at the badge as well with the diamond on it. Now, with Barcelona being, of course, in financial difficulties, there are many other ways where Barcelona, besides from selling players in the squad and reducing the wage bill, where they can earn some revenue. One of them is, of course, selling internal assets. Luis Rojo from Marca came out saying that Barcelona are finalizing the sale of the remaining 24% a Barca studio for around 150 million euros. This would bring in a considerable income that's helping to overcome the losses due to the move to the Mojica Stadium and also bring Leo Messi closer to a return. Now, I believe the first 24.5% we sold for like 100 million, so the fact we're selling this for a bit more is a bit of a nice move as well. You know what? I think it is needed. Now you have all your assets that you can sell already been sold. We sold BLM, we sold all those other things in the last summer as well. All those economic levers were activated, so this will be the last one. I think this is, revenue would be much needed for, of course, and I think it will be mainly used to cover the loss from moving to the Mojica Stadium from, of course, the Spotify Camp Nou. But we talked about that 12-day break that we have from the Betis game, I think, this weekend until Osasuna. If I'm not mistaken, there is going to be a 12-day break where Barcelona want to capitalize on that by playing a friendly. Of course, in the match preview for the Atletico Madrid game, they played a friendly against Besiktas. We saw that when they had that little midweek game because they've been playing one game a week since like January because they've been knocked out of everything, the Copa del Rey, Europe, and they were just in La Liga. Fernando Polo from Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona will play a friendly in Japan after La Liga ends. The team already knows this. They are also in talks with Iniesta that he can help prepare for the game as well, and there is also a possibility of playing a friendly on the weekend of the Copa del Rey final. Honestly, I hope both will happen. Of course, last season, at the end of the season, we played the Australian All-Star game in Sydney. That did very, very well, earned a lot of revenue. So we'll do the exact same thing this year, but also there is a possibility of having a friendly on the weekend of the Copa del Rey final. Hopefully not the exact day and same time. That way you'll take away viewership from the actual final because people will be watching the final rather than watching a friendly for Barcelona. Of course, I'll watch the friendly, but hopefully that does happen. I think that can be much needed revenue, especially going to one of the Asian countries in Japan. You have Iniesta there, Barcelona legend, and of course a lot of fans over there as well because they have different time zones, so they have trouble watching Barcelona games. If you're in the Barcelona game there, a lot of the fans there will be very, very interested in that, and of course it will generate a lot of revenue for Barcelona. Now, finally, we do have an update on Barcelona saying their plan to La Liga. Roger Delor from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona have already sent their feasible plan to La Liga and hope to have an answer by the beginning of May. It includes reducing the salary of the first team and other sections, selling players of a minimum of 100 million euros, and of course increasing the income. So increasing the income will be the Barcelona studio selling that 24.5%, 150 million euro cash injection. Reducing the salary, of course, we're going to have Griezmann and Piqué salary off. That's already 90 million off, and of course other sectors as well. So that's basketball, Barcelona Femení, the janitor, the chef, whatever the case may be, selling players of a minimum 100 million euros. I still have no idea how we're going to do that, and I do hope that La Liga answer within a reasonable time. Hopefully they don't do it to the last second. That way we can submit another plan just in case. And again, this is all, I think, essentially to bring back Messi, because you're going to be sacrificing so much to bring back Messi, but Messi will not only bring you positives on the pitch, he'll bring you positives financially as well. He'll bring in, again, like we talked about already earlier, tickets, sponsorships, sales, merchandise. It's all going to be there with Messi. There's no risk, in my opinion, especially signing him for free as well. Would there be no transfer fee as well? So again, wait and see on that. Barcelona do have a plan. They've sent to La Liga, and now they're waiting for the approval or the rejection. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys some injury updates surrounding the first team at Barcelona. Firstly, we have a quick update on Raphinha, who last night did receive a knock on the chest that he did receive from Region, and apparently he was going to be out for about a week or so, but Javi Miguel from AS came out saying there is zero concern with Raphinha and his discomfort. He will be ready for the match midweek against Rayo Vallecano. So just a small knock from Raphinha. Should be good to go, hopefully, for that match after his great display last night against Atletico Madrid. Now on Dembele and Andreas Christensen, they're both expected to return within this week. We're hoping that Dembele will be in the squad list midweek for Rayo Vallecano, maybe even Christensen as well, but worst case scenario, I believe they will both be in the squad list for this weekend's match, I believe on Sunday against Real Betis. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past few days. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to first, of course, is your thoughts on the return of Lionel Messi. Do you think it will happen or not? Do you think we'll get that green light from La Liga? Secondly, your thoughts on the very, very close signing of Ilkay Gundogan. Thirdly, on the right back dilemma. Do you agree with the club that we should trust Kounde for another season, or you agree on the Xavi side that we should sign another right back? And if so, what would you do? Go for Mazraoui or Cancelo on loan, or spend all the money on Juan Foyth? And finally, again, your thoughts on Barcelona needing to generate at least a minimum of 100 million euros from sales. What would you do? How would you do it? Would you, sell Ansu for minimum 60, Kessie for 30, and then loan out the rest? What are your formulas you have in mind, and what would you do in order to execute it? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below as well if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.